Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to tonight's episode of Le Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, like good old knight Sir Tristram will finally escape from the clutches of King Mark in his evil empire of Cornwall and take his beloved Isolde into England, therein where they might live under constant fear of attack. Nobody lives happily ever after in these tales. Nobody! But all still to come tonight. All coming up. Hello, Danny. Hello, come in. Hello, Erica. I must apologise everyone for not being able to make it last night. I got back home last night, Danny, and I thought I could get on. And I was just so absolutely pooped getting home. I got in and I fell asleep. And then I woke up at about 6 o'clock this morning and realised that I'd missed the show. And I must apologise, I had a very, very late day. Till bashing will come tonight, Danny. Till bashing will happen tonight. It will happen tonight. I don't know what came over me, but I got in, came in, thought I was just going to go and put my head down for sort of a little 20 minutes or so. And yeah, then I woke up the next day. Feeling very hungry by that point in time because I'd missed my evening meal by then. But yes, I apologise. I just came home and I was absolutely pooped. Fortunately, I woke up in time for this morning's meeting, which was an early start meeting. So that was all sorted. But yes. We are back on track now. I apologise for not being able to make it last night. Hello, Queen! Come in. Come in, guys. Sit yourselves down. My hair's doing strange things today. It's beginning to look like an 18th century wig. If it was white and powdered at this point in time, it would be looking very 18th century. I'm slightly worried that curl seems to be going out of it. I'm wearing a hat a lot recently, and I think the hat might be straightening it, and I'm not sure, do I like the straightening effect of this, or do I like it when it's bigger? I don't know. I need Frank here at some point so I can have a serious discussion about what should my hair be doing, and should it be fluffing up more than this, or is it the correct amount of fluff? Do we know? Do we mind? All good questions to ask. Anyway, without much further ado, ladies and gents, let's get into tonight's show, shall we? This is a tale. I don't like putting pomade in the hair, Queen. This is it. I used to put loads of products in, and I don't like the feel of products in there. I like it feeling natural. So. Where's my hat? My hat's downstairs. I mean, the hat's bringing it down. I think gravity might be bringing it down as well. So I've got like flaring at the bottom, which is also where the hat doesn't get it. And then at the top, it's going quite straight at the moment. It's I don't know. Do I like it? Don't I like it? Which one? I'm gonna have to go look through old Periscope pictures of me to see. Charting the evolution of my hair over time. Which we can do, actually. We can chart my hair over 6 months. I don't know where they all are, Queen. It might be. It's my fault. Because I've started tonight late. And I missed last night. Which breaks the routine. And I really shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't break the routine and do that as a lesson to learn, but I was just so exhausted last night, I missed the show, which was bad of me. Hello, Andrew, come in. So I will just get started, Queen. I will just get into tonight's show and hope that folk come and filter through as and when. It is Friday indeed, Andrew. How are you? I'm enjoying Friday immensely. The weekend is here. I can have a bath. I'm looking forward to having a bath this weekend. I like to have baths at the weekend. I didn't get a bath last weekend. Looking forward to that then. Just possibly more information than you all needed about my weekend. But it's there. It's out in the open now. Anyway, let's get into tonight's show, ladies and gents. We are telling the tale of how Sir Tristram and Isolde have come into England. Tristram, who has been in love with Isolde of Cornwall for many, many years, even before she was married to King Mark, and has still been in love with her after she became married to King Mark. After years of facing off against King Mark's jealous anger, assassination attempts, being thrown in prison at every turn, finally enough has been enough, and Sir Tristram and Isolde have decided to escape from King Mark and go into England together. And that, ladies and gents, is where we begin tonight's tale. It was then that the beautiful Isolde and Sir Tristram took their vessel and came by water into England. And they were not even in this land for 4 days before there came a cry of jousts and a tournament that King Arthur was holding. When Sir Tristram heard tell of that tournament, he disguised himself, and the beautiful Isolde and he rode to the tournament. When Tristram came there, he saw many knights joust and tourney, and so Sir Tristram dressed himself to the range, and to make this short conclusion, he overthrew 14 knights of the Round Table. When Sir Lancelot saw these knights thus overthrown, Sir Lancelot addressed himself to Sir Tristram, and that was seen by the beautiful Isolde of how Sir Lancelot had come to the field. Then the beautiful lady sent to Sir Lancelot a ring, and bade him to know that the man in disguise was Sir Tristram de Lyon. Hello, Amanda and Black Rabbit, by the way. When Sir Lancelot understood that it was Sir Tristram, he was full glad, and then he refused to joust. And Sir Lancelot spied that Sir Tristram was there, and after him he rode, and either one made of the other great joy. And so Sir Lancelot brought Sir Tristram and the beautiful Isolde unto Joyous Gard. That was his own castle that he had won with his own hands. We are late tonight. I apologise for being late tonight, and I apologise for missing last night, Black Rabbit, but we've only just gotten into the story. Isolde and Tristram have just come into England, and they've discovered a jousting tournament being held by King Arthur. And know you well that the castle of Lancelot was garnished and furnished for a king and a queen to have journeyed there. And Sir Lancelot charged all of his people to honour and love Tristram and Isolde as they would do for himself. So Sir Lancelot then departed to King Arthur, and then he told Queen Guinevere how he that had jousted so well at the last tournament was in fact Sir Tristram. And there too he told her how he and the beautiful Isolde had left King Mark. And so Queen Guinevere told all of this to King Arthur. When King Arthur knew that Sir Tristram had escaped and come from King Mark, and had brought the beautiful Isolde with him, then he was passing glad. So, by cause of Sir Tristram, King Arthur let make a cry that on May Day there should be jousts before the castle of Lonazep. And that castle was fast by Joyous Gard, and thus Arthur devised that all the knights of this land and of Cornwall and of North Wales should joust against all these countries, Ireland, Scotland, and the remnant of Wales, and the country of Gore and Selous, and of Listinois, and they of Northumberland, and all they that held lands of Arthur on this half of the sea. And when this cry was made, many knights were glad, and many were unglad. Sir, said Lancelot to Arthur, by this cry that you have made, you will put us that be about you in great jeopardy, for there are many knights who have a great envy of us, and therefore, when we meet at this day of jousts, there will be hard shift amongst us. As for that, said Arthur, I care not. There shall we prove who shall be best of his hands. So, When Sir Lancelot understood wherefore King Arthur made this jousting, then he made such purveyance that the beautiful Isolde should behold the jousts in a secret place that was honest for her estate. And now we shall turn to Sir Tristram and the beautiful Isolde, and how they made great joy daily together with all manner of mirth that they could devise. And every day Sir Tristram would go ride on hunting. For Sir Tristram was at that time called the best chaser in all the world, and the noblest blower of a horn of all manner of measures. For as books report of Sir Tristram came all the good terms of venery and hunting, and all the sizes and measures of blowing of a horn. And of him we had first all the terms of hawking, and which were beasts of chase, and beasts of venery, and which were vermins, and all the blasts that long to all manner of games. First to the uncoupling, to the unseeking, and the rechate of the flight, to the death, and to strake, and many other blasts and terms, so that all manner of gentlemen have cause to the world's end to praise Sir Tristram, and to pray for his soul. So there, ladies and gents, halfway through tonight's tale, Sir Tristram and Isolde have passed safely into England, and there they have become hosts of, well, they've been hosted by the noble Sir Lancelot, and the great tournament is about to take place. And also, ladies and gents, for those of you who want to see the noble lady herself, here we have the beautiful, the gorgeous Lady Isolde in the castle of Lancelot. Isn't she fancy? Very fancy. I'm fine, Rabbit, fine. A little bit tired. I've had a stressful couple of days at work. It's kind of been non-stop, first thing in the morning until very late at night, which has sort of brought my energy levels down a bit more than it should have done, which you might be picking up on. The energy levels aren't quite as high. I know, it's awful when I sound calm, isn't it? On the plus side, Rabbit, on the plus side, you know, my levels are so high that when I'm absolutely knackered, all I am is calm. It's brought me down. When I'm absolutely knackered, I'm just calm and normal. And I know, next week, some sleep over the weekend, and my levels should be back up. But for the moment, they are a wee bit. They've been a wee bit frayed by a very, very long week, which is now at its end. On the plus side, you'll be glad to say that I did manage to take half the day off today. It was a very busy week getting to this point, but after sort of 11 o'clock today, I took some time off. And went to go and hang out with my granddad, who's turning the ripe old age of 87 tomorrow. He tells the best stories in the world. So went hung out with my granddad today, said happy birthday to him, dropped his presents and stuff off. But yes, we're getting there. Anyway, let's continue to find out what's happening with the rest of this tournament. It's a very good age indeed. He doesn't look it in the slightest. So, on a day the beautiful Isolde said to Sir Tristram, I marvel me much, said you, that you remember not yourself how you are here in a strange country, and here are many perilous knights, and well you know that King Mark is full of treason, and that you will ride thus to chase, and to hunt unarmed, that you might be destroyed. My fair lady, and my love, said Tristram, I cry you mercy. I will no more do so. So then Sir Tristram rode daily on hunting armed, and his men bore his shield and his spear. And so on a day a little afore the month of May, Sir Tristram chased a hart that was passing eagerly. And so the hart passed by a fair well, and then Sir Tristram alit, and put off his helm to drink of that bubbly water. Right so. He heard and saw the questing beast come to the well. And when Sir Tristram saw that beast, he put on his helm, for he deemed that he should hear of Sir Palomides, for that beast was his quest. Right so. Sir Tristram saw that there came a knight armed upon a noble courser, and he saluted him, and they spoke of many things. And this knight's name was Bruce sans Pité. And right so therewith there came to them the noble knight Sir Palomides, and either one saluted each other and spoke fair. Fair knights, said Sir Palomides, I can tell you tidings. What is that? Said those knights. Sirs. Hello, Karen, come in. Know you well that King Mark is put in prison by his own knights, and all was for the love of Sir Tristram. For King Mark had put Sir Tristram twice in prison, and once Tristram was delivered by Sir Percival, and at the last time the Queen Isolde saved him, and then they went clearly away and out and into this realm, and all this while King Mark, the false traitor, has now been put in prison. Is this true? Said Palomides. Then shall we hastily hear of Sir Tristram. And as for that, say I, that I love the Lady Isolde, and I dare make good that I do so, and that she has my service above all other ladies, and shall have the term of my life. And right so, as they stood talking, they saw before them come a knight all armed on a great horse, and one of his men bore his shield, and the other his spear. And anon as that knight saw them, he got his shield and his spear, and he dressed him to joust. Fair fellow, said Tristram, yonder is a knight who will joust with us. Let us see which of us will encounter with him. For I see well that he is of the court of King Arthur. It shall not be long, or he be met withal, said Sir Palomides, for I found never no knight in my quest of this glasting beast. But if he would joust, I will not refuse him. As well may I, said Bruce sans Pité, follow that beast as you do. Then shall you do battle with me, said Palomides. And so Sir Palomides dressed himself unto the other knight, Sir Blobris, who was a full noble knight, nigh kin unto Sir Lancelot. And so they met hard, that Sir Palomides fell to the earth, horse and all. Then Sir Blobris cried aloud and said thus, Make yourself ready, you false traitor. For know you that certainly I will have ado with you to the utterance for the noblest knights and ladies that you have falsely betrayed. When this false knight and traitor Sir Bruce sans Pité heard him say so, he took his horse by the bridle and fled his way as fast as ever his horse might run, for sore he was and afeard. When Sir Blobris saw him flee, he followed fast after through thick and through thin. And by fortune, as Sir Bruce fled, he saw even before him 3 knights of the Round Table, of the which the one was called Sir Hector de Marie, the other Sir Percival de Galis, and the third was called Sir Harry le Fils Lake, who was a good and hardy knight. And as for Sir Percival, he was called that time of his time one of the best knights of all the world, and the best assured. When Bruce saw those knights, he rode straight to them and cried to them and prayed them of their rescues. What need have you, said Sir Hector. Ah, fair knights, said Sir Bruce, Here follows the most traitor knight, and most coward, and most of villainy. His name is Bruce sans pité, and if he may get me, he will slay me without mercy and pity. Abide with us, said Sir Percival, and we shall warrant you. Then they were aware that Sir Blobris came riding all that he might, and Sir Ector put himself forth to joust before them all. And when Sir Blobris saw that they were 4 knights, and he but himself, he stood in a doubt as to whether he would turn or hold his way. Then he said to himself, I am a knight of the Table Round, and rather I should shame my oath and my blood, I will hold my way whatsoever falls thereof. And then Sir Ector dressed his spear, and smote each other one passingly sore. But Sir Ector fell to the earth, and that was seen by Sir Percival, and he dressed his horse toward him all that he might drive. But Sir Percival had such a stroke that horse and man fell to the earth. When Sir Harry saw that they were both to the earth, he said to himself that never was Bruce of such prowess. And so Sir Harry dressed his horse, and they met together so strongly that both the horses and knights fell to the earth. But Sir Blobris's horse began to recover again, and that was seen by Bruce, who came hurtling and smote him over, and would have slain him as he lay on the ground. Then Sir Harry le Fils Lake arose lightly, and took the bridle of Sir Bruce's horse, and said, For shame, strike never a knight when he is on the earth. For this knight may be called no shameful knight of his deeds, for yet, as men may see there as he lieth on the ground, he has done worshipfully, and put to the worse passing good knights. And yes, Larry, yes, for Poetry Live, we do indeed do Shakespeare readings every now and then. Therefore will I not let, said Sir Bruce. You shall not choose, said Sir Harry, as at this time. And when Sir Bruce saw that he might not choose nor have his will, he spoke fair. Then Sir Harry let him go, and then anon he made his horse to run over Sir Blobris, and rashed him to the earth, as if he would have slain him. And when Sir Harry saw him do so villainously, he cried, Traitor knight, leave off for shame. And as Sir Harry would have taken his horse to fight with Sir Bruce, then Sir Bruce ran upon him as he was half upon his horse, smote down horse and man to the earth, and would have then slain Sir Harry the good knight. If not then, Sir Percival cried, Traitor knight, what do you do? And when Sir Percival was upon his horse, Sir Bruce took his horse and fled all that ever he might. And Sir Percival and Sir Bruce and Sir Harry followed after him fast. Thank you, Larry. But ever the longer they chased, the further they were behind. And then they turned again, and came to Sir Ector de Maris and to Sir Blobris. Ah, fair knight, said Blobris, why have you succoured that false knight and traitor? Why, said Harry, what knight is he? For well I know what is a false knight, said Harry, and a coward and a felonious knight. Sir, said Blobris, he is the most cowardly knight, and a devourer of ladies and a destroyer of good knights, and specially of Arthur's knights. What is your name? Said Sir Ector. My name is Sir Blobris de Ganny. Alas, fair cousin, said Ector, forgive me, for it is I, Sir Ector de Maris. And then Sir Percival and Sir Harry made great joy that they had met with Blobris, but all of them were heavy that Sir Bruce had escaped, whereof they made great sorrow. That evil knight, Sir Bruce sans pité, ladies and gents. He doesn't go away, does he? He pops up, smites down knights, and then runs away before anybody can get to him. No rope, Mike. I'm not sure why you need any rope, but there is no rope. There. Thank you, Larry. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. So apologies for not being at my usual energy. It's been a long week getting here, and so my energy levels went completely last night, and I fell asleep as soon as I got home. Thought I'd just take a quick nap, and it went on much longer than expected. So apologies for not making it to last night's show. As for this night's show, still, I think, as some of you might have noticed from the tone there, still my energy levels not quite where they were. He looked like he was trolling. I wasn't quite aware if he was trolling. He looked on his second try that he was trolling. He's disappeared now, Queen. I will, Larry, I will. Thank you, Ambeth. What I will do though, at the start of the show I said that we would do till bashing tonight. If I'm being honest with you guys, my energy levels are not where I want to be to do justice to till bashing, because I want to give you a great show. What I will do, because we haven't done till bashing tonight, next week, because it's all written out, we will do 2 episodes of till bashing, if that's agreeable to you all. We'll do 2 episodes next week. The first episode on Monday, the second episode on Thursday, and we'll catch up with what we missed this week, if that's okay, guys. I don't want to give you guys a bad show, if I can help it. So I'll do it. Yeah, I'm fine, Karen. I am just absolutely knackered at this point. It's been a very long week. Lots of hectic stuff work-wise. Which all came out wonderfully in the end. I mean, the good news is all the work stuff paid off today, and we had a big steering group meeting today. It went really, really well. Everything is on track. Everything is good. Simon is relaxed. I'm very relaxed, but yeah, it was a lot coming up to it, so I just need to recover from prepping. Larry, I manage something called the Growth Hub. I manage the signposting service for business support in Yorkshire. So any businesses in Yorkshire, or basically small businesses who are looking for information on where to go or they want to grow, I put all that together for them. Thank you, Karen. I love you guys as well. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you for your lovely, lovely comments as well. They mean an awful lot. So thank you, guys. Big thanks to Danny and Amanda, Rabeth and Lisa, Rob and Karen and Queen and Larry. Thank you, all of you. You wonderful, wonderful people. Apologies for not making it last night. Thank you for all your lovely comments, and apologies for any concern that I caused as well. And thank you. Thank you for those of you who got in touch to make sure I was okay. I was fine. I just slept. I took a little nap and it went on for far, far too long. And I think another nap might be installed now. So I'm going to go off and grab some sleep. But rest assured, I'm okay. I am very relaxed. Just a bit tired. And I will catch up with you all at the start of next week for 2 episodes of Till Bashing. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Good night.